Hello everyone, so in this video let us talk about the B problem from the Codeforces round 822. Let's start. The problem name is bright, nice, brilliant. Okay, so there is a pyramid which consists of n floors, as you can see in the diagram here. The floors are numbered from top to bottom in an increasing order, so floor 1, floor 2, floor 3 and so on. And the ith room or the ith floor has I rooms. So first floor has one room, two floors, the second floor has two rooms, third floor has three rooms and so on in some sort of a triangular manner. Now, what you can see is that from any room like this, there are two staircases going down in both of these rooms. So from one you can go to two, one you can go to one also. Like this is the like one room. From this I can go to this room, this room, this room, this room. So from every room you can go to the two consecutive rooms in the next level. Okay. Now in each room you can either put a torch or leave it empty. Okay. Now define the brightness of a room J of I. Like you can define the brightness of any room to be the number of rooms. Now just stay focused on this. The brightness, okay, define the brightness of a room ij. So any room has a brightness to be the number of rooms with a torch from which you can reach the room ij. So the number of room which has a torch, and from that room if you can reach this ij room, that like that coming down, that is the brightness of this particular room. Okay, now for example, if you can see here, these are the brightness of this room. So let's assume that all the rooms which are let's say yellow has a torch in that. Okay, now let's say if this is having a torch, so you can directly take this torch in this room, so brightness is 1. For this room, this is already yellow, which means that it has a torch, so because it's a torch it is of brightness 1, but because from this room you can also get to this. So any room which has a torch, you can come to this room, that is the number of brightness. So I can come from this room, that is 1, and this already room has all 1 torch, so 2 brightness. But in this there is no torch, but you can get from this room to this room because it's a staircase, and thus it has a brightness of 1. In this room you can see that I can directly get from this room which has a torch, this room from this which has a torch, so I can get from 2 rooms to this room, and thus it has a brightness of 2. Similarly, different rooms have different brightness. We'll talk about the diagram as well. But what you'll actually have to find out is, like, let's go down in the problem statement, that a pyramid is called nice if and only if all the floors, if for all the floors, all the rooms in the floor have the same brightness. So all the rooms in the same floor should have the same brightness, and the brilliance of a nice pyramid is such that the sum of, you have like brilliance of the sum of the pyramid, the sum of the brightness over the rooms 1 1 2 1. So 1 1 is this. Okay, so then 2 1 is this. Second floor first room, third floor first room, fourth floor first room. So these are the brilliance. Like, or if you can just go on a diagonal on the left hand side. So these are the brilliance. So what you actually have to find out is that you have to find out a nice pyramid in which every level has the same brightness, and you have to maximize the brilliance of that pyramid. So that's why it has these three terms. So let's draw an example so that it will become more clear to you, and we can directly go to the solution part. So we have, let's say you can assume that it's some sort of a tree as well. Not actually a tree, but yeah, it has some property of a tree as well. Let's draw it for 5 cases, because then you will directly understand it. Because always try to draw some example and try to find some pattern around it. Let's say that the first, and you have to find out a possible like a possible pyramidal configuration for that. Let's say if I put a light in this particular room, if I put a light in this room, the first level has a brightness of 1. That is fine, because I want all the rooms in a particular level should be having a same brightness level. Now what you can understand is that if I put a brightness in this, if I go to this room, it will have a brightness of 1 coming from this room. So it will have a 1, and coming from this, it will also have 1. So if I don't put any light here, then it is bad, because if I go down, it will again has 1, and going down, this will has again. So as you can see that this will again has 1. So because all the rooms will be having 1 brightness only. Okay, that is a nice parameter, that is fine, but we have to also maximize the brilliance along. So the number of light which can reach at this particular floor, we have to also maximize this. So in this scenario, it is 1 1 1. The number of rooms which can reach here, which has a torch, is 1. So all of those will be 1 only. So it is not the maximum case scenario. The maximum case scenario can be that the light on this room can be 2 also. I can also put a light here as well. If I can put a light here and here, then there will be 2 rooms, one coming from here and 1 because it already has torch. So the brightness of this room will get 2. It will get 2. Okay. Up till now it is fine because the first floor has all the rooms of brightness 1, the second floor has all the rooms of brightness 2. If I again put a torch in this floor and this floor, because I want to maximize this, why not just put it here? My main concern is if I put a torch here, this room will get a brightness of 3. One brightness of 3 as well, because it already has one torch. One room is coming from here, one room is coming from here, and thus it has a brightness of 3. That is fine. Now I have to make all the rooms in this particular level 3. So as you can see that if this room, if I put no torch, then it will become of brightness 3. Why? Because as you can see that this room, I can go to this room directly. Yes, I can go like this. From this room I can go. Yes, I can directly go. From this room I can go directly. So there are 3 rooms which has torch and I can get to this room. And I only want that all the floors, like a particular floor has a same number of brightness. So this is 3. So if I just put it 0, there is no torch in this particular room, then it is also fine because it will get a total brightness of 3 because there are 3 floors. Okay. Now let us put one battery, one here, one here. So that is the total brightness in this particular room is 4. Here is 4. Now I have to also make all the rooms in this 4. How I can make it 4? What you can understand is that how much floors will, like how many rooms will give brightness to this room already. I can directly get from this floor, like this room, this room, this room, okay, and this room. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There are already 4 floors which are already giving it the brightness. So this doesn't have any let's say torch. So one floor, one room, 2 room, 3 room, and 4 room. So 4 rooms are already giving it brightness. So it has already 4 brightness. Similarly for this also, 1 room, okay, 2 room, 3 room, and 4 room. So 4 rooms are already giving it and 4 rooms on the corner. So what you can understand is, like what I'm trying to say is that all the corner ones should be giving the torches and all the other ones should be not be giving in torches, because all the above rooms will be giving the brightness towards these rooms and it will already have the same, like all the floors in the same, like all the rooms in the same floor will be then have the same brightness. So that's the overall logic for this. You can just actually draw it out. Nothing much to be confused about. So only the outermost room should be given the brightness. So what we can directly do is that's very small code. So if I have n floors in the pyramid should look like that. I have to go over n floors. I have to build that for all the n floors. For all the n floors, all ith floor has n rooms. So I will go from 1 till I because it has I rooms. Now if I will only place a torch which is like 1 if it is on the very extreme. Very extreme is that room number 1 and room number n, that is ith room. So if j, which is iterating over all the rooms in a particular floor, if it is 1 or I, which means that the first or the last room, then only I will put 1 or a torch in that particular room, or else all the other rooms will be having 0, which has no torch. And then you can just like draw this whole pyramid, and that's the whole solution. That's the whole solution and the code part for the second problem. If you still have not, you can mention in the comment box of this particular problem. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I will see you in the next one. Keep coding and bye.